Hi team, good morning. Can I audible? Can I audible team? Today we are going to discuss just a demo part. Okay, so we have two demos here. Okay, so first I will explain today about the modules what we are going to explain for the next 2.5 months to 3 months. Okay, so before that I will let introduce you myself. So myself Ravi Kumar, and having total 10 plus years of experience into IT industry, in which 8 plus years of experience into DevOps with AWS Cloud. And I have done AWS Solution Architect Associate certification as well. And I'm working for Swhizz as a mentor from last 3 years onwards. And my teaching will be both in Telugu and English. And at one time, if you are comfortable, all are comfortable in Telugu, then I will go with Telugu itself. So that's the teaching part. And then daily video recordings will be available to your mail ID. After completion of the class, immediately I will post that video to your mail ID. Can able to see that video. And my teaching will be whatever a topic I've been started. So it's going to be first day, it's a theoretical one. And from second day onwards, it completely practical oriented. 70% completely practical oriented, which you are going to do in the real world. That is what. And 30% is a theoretical, and in which we'll cover the interview questions also. And some task I will give you as an assignment also, some tasks. So you need to do the tasks. Very simple one. You can search anywhere, and you will have that idea. We're listening that videos. You can do it. Okay. So if you're not complete, then we have that one. Also, we'll do it. And Monday to Friday, we'll have that DevOps classes. Saturday, Sunday, weekends. Okay. Those 2 weekends will have that AWS class. And first, I will teach for 3 to 4 days Linux, which is a prerequisite for DevOps and AWS. Just only that commands, not complete Linux administration. So, okay, which are required for that AWS and DevOps. Then I will discuss only that things as per Linux. Okay, and after that I will start DevOps, and along with weekends we're going to start with AWS also. But Monday to Saturday we have the offline plus online classes. Sunday is my decision, and Sunday I will go with online. Sunday and Sunday. Sunday I will take for 2 hours. Okay, Sunday I will take more time. I'll spend more time with you. So regarding what doubts or assignment doubts or any other thing doubts, I will clarify the doubts on Sunday. Saturday also I will be available offline. Saturday on offline, I will clear your doubts as well. Okay, and from Monday to Saturday, I will be available here in your institute here. I'll spend some time after the completion of the class. Okay, if you have any doubts also, I will clarify those doubts, everything. Okay, so come with your laptops while practicing here itself. So then we'll clarify your doubts also. I'll spend some time here for every day, Monday to Saturday. Okay, so with that, everything will be clear. And Sunday we'll have that online. We'll discuss that doubts also as well, and we'll start class as well. So that will be 2 hours. So Sunday is optional. If I have busy, then I will cancel the class. But if mostly I will took the class. Okay, mostly I will clear. If any urgency, so then I will cancel it. Okay, I will inform in the group as well. So don't worry about that. And one more thing, we have a group also. After some days, we'll create some group. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts while practicing in the night in your home, then also I will you can put your question in your group. Take the screenshot, and while trying this, and this is the error I got. So can I find the solution for this? Okay. So whenever I have the time, I can reply or immediately I can reply. And somebody has done that one. Somebody also can reply. Okay. So with that way, we can sort out everything. And as per the theoretical material, theoretical material, I will already put that one in the GitHub. So GitHub is some repository, the storage one. So I'll tell you that how to log in that repository and how you can view my files as well. Okay. So I will provide the class notes also, then theoretical material also, then video recordings. So all this will be available for you. Okay. So this is what I'll complete my teaching way of things. Okay. So for the next 3 months. Okay. So today demo part, I will discuss only the modules, DevOps modules as well as AWS, what I am going to discuss. I will discuss that thing. So here DevOps means totally we are going to discuss the tools. Okay, tools. DevOps means completely, it's a process combination of tools. Okay, so I divided tools into the modules. Okay, the first module I'm going to discuss is the CI/CD. CI means continuous integration. CD means continuous delivery, not deployment. Okay, somebody will think that it is a deployment. No. So I'm going for continuous, not continuous deployment, continuous delivery. Okay. CI/CD means continuous integration, continuous delivery. Okay. So I will tell you at the time when I'm discussing what is CI, what is CD, and what is a workflow, everything I will discuss. Okay. So in this, I'm going to discuss 6 topics here. Okay. First one, version control, and the second one is remote repository GitHub. Okay. Version control, I'm discussing about Git. Okay. Very popular one, which we'll use in real world. Git, as well as GitHub also will use that. Some of the companies will prefer GitLab also. Some of the companies will prefer Atlassian product as well. Atlassian product is there. So these 3 things will be used: GitHub, GitLab. Mostly GitHub, and some companies will go for GitLab also. GitLab also. Nowadays, they're shifting to GitLab. Okay, but don't worry. If you know the GitHub, then you will going to concentrate same process in GitLab also. Same process, but some extra features will be added. So whatever we're doing CI process, so we'll do through GitLab only CI process. So that is the only thing extra features are there. So Git is nothing but, okay. So whatever the developer, so I'm the Java developer. Think that I'm the Java developer, our developer the code. So as a DevOps engineer, you are the DevOps engineer. You need to manage the developer source. Okay. How you can manage it? By using this Git and GitHub. So you need to give the security to that code which developer has been developed. So through Git version control, we are going to manage the developer source code in the GitHub. Okay, we can put every code, whatever the developer has been developed, that code completely we can push into the GitHub. How can we push? Using Git version control. Okay, before this we have SVN also tool, version control tool. SVN is there, but right now everybody using Git. So, okay, so that's what we are going to discuss. Latest trending tools only. Okay, which we are going to do. What are the things I will explain that. Okay, and the third one I will going to explain Maven. Maven is one of the build tool. Why I'm calling the build tool means, so as a DevOps engineer, we are going to build the source. Okay, directly we can't deploy the source code in the application service. Our end goal, actually, our as a DevOps engineer, our end goal is build and deploy. Apply any application. You can see any application is a book my show or any application, whatever the development that any application you're working for any application. So ultimate goal is you need to build and deploy. You can build and deploy either in the dev environment or UAT or pre-prod or production. So all these, but generally dev and UAT or staging, we can say that it can be done by the developers. Pre-prod and production will be ours. We need to do it. Okay. General developers can do the dev and UAT or staging, but pre-prod and production, we need to be very careful while build and deploy. Okay. So how we are going to build it, how we are going to deploy everything is an automation. We need to do automation by using these tools. Okay. Build means, so we are going to convert the source code into the unreadable format. unreadable format. As a human being, we can't read it. After building the source code, and after building the source code, it's going to generate that artifacts, or we can say that components, or we can say that if it's a Java application, we can say that WAR files, WAR, web archive. We can say that web archive. Okay, that is the things here. Okay, so why we need to build means any application server like Tomcat, JBoss, Samba server, WebLogic. These are all things were not deployed directly the source. It can going to accept the WAR files or artifacts or components. Okay, so that's what we are going to convert that source code into that artifacts using build tool Maven. We have so many tools. Okay, we have so many tools like build tool. Okay, so but Maven is more popular, so we'll go with Maven here. Okay, Maven. So Maven is nothing but going to build the source code. And the next one, very, very important one in real world, okay, that is continuous integration Jenkins. Continuous integration Jenkins. Okay. So here in our class, while discussing practical things, we are using Jenkins as a open source. But in real world, okay, we'll use that enterprise edition. Enterprise edition means we need to pay the license. We need to pay the amount. So that will come with CJE. CJ, Cloud-based Jenkins environment. Cloud-based, we can call. Here we are calling Jenkins, but in real world, we are calling it as a CJE, Cloud-based, BEES, Jenkins environment. Okay, so that is an enterprise edition, which comes with a license. So there will have the more security features. But if you learn this here Jenkins, then you will same thing, but some extra features will be there. That's it. Okay. So what this tool will do? So we can able to build it. It is a heart of the human body. It is just like a heart. We can do automation things. We can do the automation. We can use version control, remote repository, build tool Maven, Artifactory JFrog, Sonar, all we can able to put inside the Jenkins. In Jenkins, we are going to write the jobs. We have a Jenkins dashboard. Okay. So where we create the job. And in that job, what you are going to do the task, which task you are going to do. Suppose you want to build it. For that, you need to write a job to build using Maven tool. So Maven will be integrated into the Jenkins. Then we can build through Jenkins only. One time setup, we can run n number of times. Only one time setup, we can run n number of times using Jenkins. So Maven, GitHub. So those are the manually we are doing manually, but using Jenkins, we can do automation. We can build and we can deploy automation. So before that, we need to set up. The setup is only for once. And if you are the Jenkins admin, if you are given the role as a Jenkins admin, you should be more careful that because you want to give the permission to the users. Okay, you need to enable the permissions. You need to enable the tasks. You need to enable the jobs here. And if you want to do the admin rights, so everything you are responsible for that. The Jenkins. Okay, and in real world here we are build the jobs in a seconds or in a minute. But in real world, if you want to build the job, it will take some time. Okay, so that will be the queue. Why? Because developers also nowadays using the Jenkins. Okay, and so many DevOps engineers also will work. Why? Because they need to developers also they need to deploy and dev and staging that application. So they will go through Jenkins itself. Okay, so that's what the number of builds will be the queue. Number of jobs will be the queue. Okay, so already the 5 jobs are in the queue. You are the 6th job. The 5 jobs build is done, then your job will be done. So that will be the queue stage. Don't worry, my build is not running. Ravi sir said that the Jenkins job has run within a minute, but here it is not running within a minute. So don't worry. That is real-time environment will be sometimes different. Okay, it will take some time. It will be in the queue. Okay. So, and I will go through that everything. Okay. So deeply while I'm discussing about Jenkins, very, very important one. Okay. So here we are going to write the pipelines also using Groovy script. We need to write the Groovy script to create the pipelines. So generally in real world, some of the companies will prefer to write the pipelines. Some of the companies will prefer to write the in GUI. GUI means we can create the job, we can write it, everything is a click oriented. But pipeline means we need to write the script. Okay. So don't worry about the scripts. If you doesn't know the Groovy script, we can write. How? We'll see that at the time. Okay. So that we'll see and that one and Jenkins. Okay. Everything. Okay. Then next one is a continuous delivery. And we are using continuous delivery using tool called JFrog. JFrog is the tool. Okay. So to maintain the repositories. Already I told in third topic what build tool by using build tool Maven, it's going to generate the artifacts, components, and var files or var files. Okay. So these artifacts or components or var files we need to store in some place. That place is nothing but an artifact server. Artifact means we can call it the repository manager. Repository means in Telugu what we can call it storage. Storage. Okay. So we'll keep some books in one storage and some files also according to our laptop files, video files, audio files. You can keep on some storage place, either C drive, D drive, E drive. Okay. Like that also, we are keeping here artifacts. After building that artifacts, okay, after build, it will generate some artifacts. Those artifacts you can push into the artifact server by using JFrog tool. By using JFrog tool, you can push the artifacts which will be generated by the build tool, okay, using JFrog tool. Got it? So that is the main usage of your artifact server, that is continuous delivery. Okay. So before JFrog, we'll use that Nexus. Right now, everybody using JFrog. Okay. So if we given the role for JFrog artifact server, you are the responsibility person for that server. If anything goes wrong, you will be the responsible. So you should be very careful. So whatever I'm explaining that tools, it will maybe a 10 to 12 tools and services, maybe 10 services. So, but not everyone should work all the tools and all the services. They will give the role as 2 or 3. Okay. You are joined in the company, they will give the Jenkins. If you are joined in the company, they will give the GitHub. If you are joined in the company, they will give that only JFrog. Or sometimes they will give that complete CI/CD, you are the responsible. So they will give like that. Okay, but not all the tools, either 2 or 3. You are the responsible those things. So that is what you need to do in the real world. Okay. And the last one is a code analysis. Okay. Developers has written some code. Suppose think that in a team, we are working for the project. So 3 teams are working for a single project. In each and every team, okay, we have 10 members team. Think that in 10 members, also 6 members are the developers. Team 1, team 2, team 3. And these 3 teams maintained by the team lead, one of the team lead. And he need to review the code, every developer code, 6 plus 6 plus 6. 18 members code, he need to review it. Generally, in real world, according to that sprint, so I will tell you that sprint, what is sprint, I will tell you that later. So we need to complete, as a developer, we need to complete a task in a week or 2 weeks. Okay. So we need to complete that task within a week or 2 weeks, generally, according to the company. Think that 2 weeks. 2 weeks means 5 plus 5, 10 days. Out of 10 days, 8 days, your task. You need to complete in 8 days. Then after that, review. 9th day will be the review by the team lead. Okay. If you've gone through any mistake, again you need to troubleshoot it. Again, you need to review the reviewed by the team lead. So this is a risky process every time. That's what, to avoid that one, reviewing process manual, that is reviewing the things, the code, developer code manually by the team lead. But to avoid that, we have a concept called Sonar Cube. Sonar Cube tool, what it will do is it will have a dashboard. It will just, as a DevOps engineer, we need to take the source code and give it to a Sonar Cube dashboard. Sonar Cube dashboard will review complete code. It will review the complete code. And if you have any errors, any bugs, any vulnerabilities, okay, it will display how many lines of code, any duplications, everything it will display on the dashboard. Through that, it will be very easier for the team lead. It will 18 members team, 18 members, team 1, team 2, team 18 members, you can review within 5 minutes. Instead of 1 day, it will take 5 minutes. So that is what the beauty of Sonar. It will analyze the code. Okay, that is what code analysis. Okay, so in this we'll discuss CI/CD part, that is 6 topics. Got it? So I will take your questions at last. Okay, I will take, if you have any queries, anything, I will take at last after completion of this demo. Okay. Then module 2, configuration management. In this, I'm going to discuss Ansible. Okay. So many configuration management tools are there. Chef, Salt, Puppet, Xdeploy, Udeploy. So many things are there. Out of that, Ansible is a more security one. But because here only client and server. Like we can say that master and nodes. That's it. There is no intermediate client and something. Nobody's there. Agent will be not available. Some agents. So while taking Chef, we'll have that some agents. Okay, there may be a insecurity will be there. So this is very secureable. Mostly this kind of tools will be used in e-commerce like Amazon, Flipkart, and banking applications also will use it. Okay, and military areas where they will go for security, majorly the military areas things, they will go for Ansible tools. Those domains will use that Ansible tool. So what this tool will do? Okay, so this will going to write the playbooks. So we're going to write the playbook to create an application server, and to deploy my application in that application server, we're going to write some playbook. Playbook means if you know the English language, you can write the playbook. Okay, if you know the English language, we can write the playbook. But backend Python programming will go. So don't worry about ours. Don't worry about the Python. So build Ansible will take care of that one. Okay, so just we'll write that playbook. So what is the use of the playbook? Is it's going to create the application server. It will going to create the application. Which application server? Either Tomcat or JBoss, okay, Samba server, WebLogic, any other server. We need to create the application server, and then we need to deploy our application from the artifact server, which are placed artifacts, components, warfiles, which are placed in the artifact server. We need to take that artifacts, okay, and then we can push that artifacts into the application server, and we can test it whether the application is working or not. So for to complete this process, we will use that Ansible tool. Ansible tool. Okay, that's what we are calling as a configuration management. So one more called as infrastructure as code also we can call it as. Okay, where we can write the playbook to create the infra or application server, and where we can deploy the applications. So if you want to deploy the applications, we need to have a source and destination. Source is the artifact server, destination is a Tomcat application. If it is a Tomcat, so that is what. So how can we write? Everything we'll see. Everything we can see while discussing. Okay, in Ansible topic. Next one is the containerization. Containerization. We are discussing Docker. Okay, module 1, module 2 is one job, and from module 3 and 4 is another job. We have separate jobs. Jobs are separate. CI/CD module means module 1 and module 2, what we have discussed now. 3 and 4 comes into another. So they will ask, okay, job description, we want Docker and Kubernetes. Docker and tools. That is particular whether to have in your overall experience, minimum 2 years experience we need in Kubernetes or in Docker. They will expect that. Okay. So CI/CD is one job, and this containerization is another job. Okay. So containerization, nothing but Docker is nothing but a company name where it is providing the containerization technology. Say, you know the VMware, virtual machines. You know that VMware is a company name where it is providing the virtualization technology. What we'll do in virtualization technology? So this is my host, this is my laptop. On top of this, we'll create the virtual machines. So we'll install virtual box. Okay, and on top of it, we'll install Linux OS or everything. On top of it, we can deploy that applications, right? Okay. So for this, we need operating system also. Virtualization technology, we need to have a OS. On top of OS, we'll deploy that applications. Okay. But according to the containerization technology, it doesn't require any OS. Directly, we can create the containers and directly we can deploy that applications. And one more beauty is by deploying that applications into the container, what are the prerequisites required for that application automatically installed in the container. That is the beauty of containerization technology. Got it? See, once again, I will tell you. So using containerization technology, we can create the containers. On top of the containers, we can deploy the applications directly in the container. Deploy the applications in the container directly. Here, OS will not require it. Like unlike in virtual machines. There, it will need that virtual machine, but here, virtual machines is not required. Okay. So, and one more thing is, what are the prerequisites required for that application automatically installed in the container? While deploying, it will be installed. Okay. That is the beauty of Docker. And it is a lightweight. So nothing it required OS and virtual machines. It will take that RAM, GB space memory also. Local laptop memory, it will take it. If you install VirtualBox, it will take that. But here, nothing. No. And in VMs, performance will be down sometimes. Because if you install the VirtualBox, okay, it take in your hardware resources. It will use your hardware resources. So that your Windows operation will be sometimes performance will be down. But here, nothing. You can use it anyway. Okay. So that is about the beauty of Docker. We can create the containers, we can deploy the applications. Here, according to the containers, we are calling it as applications, we are calling it as images. Applications, either BookMyShow or Paytm or any application we are calling as here images. Okay. And next one we are discussing here module 4 orchestration. That is Kubernetes. Kubernetes is a Google product. Okay, not the Docker. So, but if you want to do the Kubernetes, you need to learn the Docker. Because on top of Docker only, we're going to install the Kubernetes and we'll do it. Whereas Docker will use a single host machine. We'll create the containers. But in Kubernetes, we'll create multiple machines, and we can create the containers. Multiple machines, but that is not the feature is not available in Docker. Whereas Docker is a single host, it is a cluster. We can call Kubernetes a cluster, means group of nodes. Some group of nodes will be there, means machines. In that, we'll create the containers, and we can communicate with these containers also. Okay, that is Kubernetes. And Kubernetes, we have a master. Okay, master and nodes, where master give the direction in which node the container need to create, whether that node is healthy or not. Everything, the information will be available on the Kubernetes master. And we have one more tool called Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm, similar to Kubernetes, both are same, but Docker Swarm is product of Docker. Okay, Docker company has come that one. It is from Docker company. but Kubernetes comes on the Google product. But either if it is a Google product, but it will support the Docker as well. So previously it will support indirectly, but right now it is supporting indirectly using Docker shim. Okay, supporting. Okay, anyway it is supporting, but using indirect. Okay, so that is one. So here Kubernetes master will, here it is a master will give the directions. So you need to create the container in so its own node. That node is healthy. So it will give the directions. That is a Kubernetes. And in Kubernetes, we'll have the components. We have total 7 components are there. Everything we'll see. Okay, that one. And next one we'll see that infrastructure as code. That is Terraform. That is Terraform. Okay. So Terraform is nothing but is going to create the infra in the cloud. Especially this Terraform tool will be useful for cloud, either using AWS cloud or Azure cloud or GCP or another cloud. So suppose if you want to launch an instance in a cloud, suppose AWS cloud. So what you will do, you need to log into the AWS cloud. Then you will click on next. It will launch that instance. But here we'll write the Terraform code. We'll write the Terraform code to create the instance in a AWS cloud. If you write one time, it can launch n number of times. But here you're creating manually. Manually, you are launching the instance. But here it is not required. If you write the code once, you create a number of things, not only instance. So whatever the things are available, what are the services are available in AWS cloud, you can able to do it from the Terraform. So one thing we can say that Terraform is a cloud provisioning tool. Provisioning means anukulata, providing environment. Okay, whatever you want to create the infra in AWS cloud, so we can go through that using Terraform code as well. This is the very big beauty using Terraform. Okay, so earlier we need to write manually, but this time using Terraform we can write the code and simply we can able to create the infra in there. So that is automation. That is now nothing but automation. Okay, that is that infrastructure as code. And last thing we are going to discuss is a monitoring. That is Nagios. So in our organization, we have some physical servers. So for physical servers, we need to monitor 24/7. Because if anything happens, goes down for the server, so we need to troubleshoot on it. So just we need to track. We need to track on each and every server using Nagios dashboard. We need to attach all the servers to the Nagios dashboard and we can able to track it. If anything goes wrong, we'll get that red color. So based on that, we need to inform to the team who is responsible for the server. So we'll automatically, they will get a mail or SMS or something call also, they will get it. So based on that, they will troubleshoot it. So Nagios is a monitoring tool. We are going to monitor our physical servers in our organization using Nagios. Okay, we have some other monitoring tools also, but Nagios will be used. Okay, so Nagios we have 2 versions here, Nagios 3 and 4. 4 is the latest one, so we'll see 4 only. Okay, so these are the we are going to discuss module 6. 6 modules we are going to discuss in this DevOps. Okay. Now coming to that AWS services. Okay, AWS, everything we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. This is a cloud. So in this, everything we are calling it as a services. So developer point of view also we'll use the cloud. Admin point of view also we can use. But as we are the admins, okay, we are purely into admins. We are purely into the admins which will use that services. So as a DevOps guy, we need sometimes AWS services also. That's what we need to go with AWS service also. But if you are purely AWS admin, you're not required DevOps tools. If you are applying for the job, purely with AWS admin, so you need to focus on AWS services. Don't go with the DevOps. If you are purely DevOps engineer, so you need to focus on DevOps tools as well as some of the you need to focus on some services on AWS also. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, whether you are able to, you are good at AWS base, you would apply for the AWS admins. You are good at DevOps base, you need to apply as a DevOps engineer with AWS also. That's what we need to do. Okay. In AWS, we are going to discuss AWS introduction first. Why cloud? Why we require cloud? Before cloud, what has happened? Why are going to the cloud? What are the advantages in it? We'll see that. And we need to create an account. Like how we will create the Gmail account, like that we'll create an AWS account. It is 1 year free. It is 1 year free. Okay. And we'll discuss in the services, we're discussing EC2. EC2 means nothing but a servers. Either Linux servers, Ubuntu, Red Hat, okay, CentOS, Fedora, Windows servers, okay. So all we have the servers. So what the cloud is doing is, okay, if you want to launch a server, okay, so in this laptop only you are creating a server, okay, creating VirtualBox, and top of it we are creating the Linux virtual machines, everything. But cloud is what cloud will provide is nothing will be required. So I will give the server, use my servers and pay whatever use. If you use for 1 hour, you'll pay for 1 hour only. Very cheapest one is in cloud. So whatever you want to do, you can do it from my cloud. I'm providing you the services. It is nothing but a cloud provider. Suppose if you want internet connection, what you will do? So either you contact with AWS, Act 518 or Airtel or something. They will get you the connection. And then you can use it. And you can pay the bill every month. Right? Same here also. You can use the services of cloud and you can pay. But as of now, 1 year free. But I'm telling that in real world how it is happening. So you can pay what you used. If used for 1 hour, you can pay the bill only for 1 hour. Today I used 10 servers. Today I will pay only for 10 servers. Tomorrow I will use only 1 server. I will pay only for 1 server. Like that, we can use any way. That is the beauty of cloud. That's why they introduced the cloud. Okay. So EC2 means nothing but the survey. That is the instances. Nothing but the servers. In these servers only, we are going to install the DevOps tools. Okay. And next one is the elastic load balancer. Elastic load balancer means, so you are requesting www.gmail.com. Okay. You are just opening that, the Gmail application will be opened. But that what you are raising the request in the browser will send to the, first it will send to the router, from router to the nearest server, which is a Gmail server, which is the nearest Gmail server. It will send that request to that server and response will come that way. Okay. So if the only one request means it will go like, so if 10 members are requesting same time, 10 members are requesting or 100 members are requesting same www.gmail.com, what it will do. So we need to manage that requests. For that, we are going that elastic load balancer. So elastic load balancer take that all the requests and then it will distribute the traffic. Okay. So not only one Gmail server, we have so many Gmail servers. So take that request, it will distribute that traffic. So ELB nothing but it is a service taking the request, all the requests, and then it will distribute that request to the different Gmail servers, not only one Gmail server. Okay, that is the use of load balancer. In this, we have 4 types of load balancers. Okay, application load balancer, mostly we can use it. Okay, then classic load balancer, nowadays no one is using, and then gateway load balancer, then network load balancer. So we'll discuss all the things. Okay, then auto scaling group. Auto scaling group, elastic load balancer, both working process. The difference is, so Gmail servers, we have Gmail servers. We need to attach the Gmail servers manually in elastic load balancer. But in auto scaling group, all the mails, all the Gmail servers are attached automatically. So I think you can't understand here, but you can understand while discussing. Okay, while discussing that, you can understand. So automation process comes into picture. In real world, we'll use ASG only, auto scaling group only we'll use. Then elastic block store means storage. So where we want to create the volumes. So if this is a 500 GB laptop, this is done. This is 500 GB is completed. What you will do? You can buy the external hard disk or a pen drive to store it. So here also, if that my server will have 8 GB space, that is completed. I need to attach one volume, attach that volume to that instance by giving more space. So how can you do that? By using elastic blocks, that is EBS. Okay. Next one I'm going to discuss is that simple storage service, S3. Simple storage service. So here also I'm going to use the storage. What is the use that S3? 3, why the number calling 3 means 3 S's are there. Simple, one is storage, another is service, another is. That's what they are giving the name as S3. Okay. So here we can able to store the objects. So previously elastic block store is also, that is also called storage, but here also storage. But what is the difference between those two? I will explain it this time. Okay. So here we can store the object files called MP3 files, MP4 files, PDFs, anything you can store it. Anything you can store it. N number of files you can store it. Any amount of data. But in your laptop, it is limited to 1 TB, 2 TB. But it is an unlimited storage. S3 is an unlimited storage. Okay. And next one is a IAM, Identity and Access Management. If you are the IAM admin, if you want to give the permissions to others, okay, I'm using AWS console. So others also use that AWS console, but only limited services access I want to give them. Okay, so I want to give the only EC full access. Just I will give the EC2 full access here using IAM. Then I will give that access. So that you can able to see, you can able to troubleshoot, you can able to download anything, only EC2. S3 can't use it. EBS you can't use it. That is one. Okay. So using IAM, I can able to give the access to the other users. Access. I'm providing the access. Which services need to use by other user. Okay. And the next one is a virtual private cloud. That is VPC. Okay, VPC is nothing but one area. Okay, so North Virginia is one region, and Hyderabad is one region. Mumbai, we have only Amazon having in India only two, that is Mumbai and Hyderabad. Recently, we have Amazon data center is also the Nanak Rambura. That is one data center. So we can, that is nothing but one region. In that region, we have some availability zones also there. So I will explain that. So VPC means one boundary. In that boundary only, we are going to launch the instances. We are going to create that storage, the storage service. Everything we can do it. Okay. Whatever we'll do launching the instances, everything we can do in one boundary. That boundary is nothing but a VPC. By default, they will give one VPC for every region. But if you want to create your own VPC, okay, also you can create it. The VPC is nothing but if you have the VPC for a region, for North Virginia or Hyderabad, Mumbai, so it provides the internet to that console. That is the thing. Next one is a Route 53. Route 53 is nothing but a domain. www.gmail.com is nothing but one domain. I want one domain. www.raviawsexpert.com. This is my domain. In that domain, my applications will be how to create a domain and what are the policies are it and which policies are most suitable and real world which policies are using. I'll explain in this note. And next one is a RDS, Relational Database Service. Relational Database Service. Okay. So this is a database. So database developers are there, database admins are there. Using RDS, we can create the database and we'll hand over the database to the admins or the developers so that they will use it. So earlier, what will be there? So they need to install the database service and they want to use it. So it will take some time, but here within 5 minutes, I will create it and they will hand over to the developers, database developers. That is a use of RDS. And the last one I'm going to discuss is a simple notification service. Notification service means if any of the service in AWS console, any of the service goes wrong, SNS, I can enable the SNS. If I enable the SNS, so who is responsible for that service? He will get a mail through this SNS. Okay, that is SNS. Okay, so these are the 13 topics which I'm going to discuss. Okay, so overall, this is the course I'm going to discuss the next 3 months. Okay, regarding with Linux, DevOps, and AWS. Okay, so now I will go through your questions. If you have any questions, any doubts, I will go through it. Please ask anyone. Any questions from your side? Those who are online or offline. So please ask. So here, instead of coding, we are going to write the scripts. So just that will be easy. We are going to write the playbooks. We are going to write it, and we are writing Groovy scripts, and we are going to write Terraform. Instead of coding, we are writing this. So coding means here scripting, no coding, Java, Python, that kind of coding is not. So instead of that, we need to write the scripts, either shell script or that JavaScripts or some other scripts, but no coding. Coding means your way C++, Java, not that coding. Instead of that, we need to write script here. Python means Python script we need. Python, not programming language. Any programming language not required here. So Python means Python scripting we need. Script. Okay, like how we are writing Ansible, how we are writing Groovy, how we are writing Terraform, like that only it will be there. Coding means, don't think coding means that way. So it is a administrator level coding. That is scripting. So we need to call the scripting. Coding means we need to call the scripting. In Linux also, we are writing the code. Linux admins. That is different. Shell scripting is different. Both are different. Okay. So those are the coding, and this one is a scripting. So as a DevOps engineer, to automate that applications, to build and deploy, we are going to write scripts. Okay, either Python script. Some companies they will ask Python script. Some companies they will go for shell script, and some companies they will go for Groovy or Ansible or Terraform. Also, we can use it. If you know that, if it doesn't know that Terraform, sorry, doesn't know that shell script or Python script, you can use this. The ultimate goal is you need to build and deploy the applications using automations. For automation, we are writing the scripts. Whatever the scripts you need, we need deployment. That's right. Okay. So no coding, but scripting will be there. Okay. Any questions? Here who are is in online? Priyanka, Sai Kumar, Mani, think Vishnu Priya.
Future ఎలా ఉంటుంది సార్ AWS అనేది?
Yeah, I didn't get you. Please.
Hello.
Yeah, Mani.
ఈ ఫ్యూచర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది సార్ AWS అనేది?
So right now DevOps is the market. It is running now. Okay. If you are good at DevOps tools, okay, so market will be, so right now that is slow, but it will be very good next year. So next 10 years it will be very good. In US also they are working on DevOps. So after DevOps there is no other right now. Okay, DevOps only extending. DevOps and AWS only extending, but there is no other tool right now. Okay, so DevOps is DevOps. Okay, So it has some extending, but feature is there. So if you are good at Kubernetes and Docker, next 10 years, don't look back. Sir. That is that beauty of DevOps. Not only here, in foreign countries also. Okay. Yeah. What you ask, question? Yes, we have openings here, but not in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is very few. So Pan India. So you go through Pan India, then you get. So based on your experience, okay, that we'll have that openings. No worry. But it is down now. But once after 2024, it will be up. And anyway, this time you're going out exactly January itself. So this course will be you are very good for it because you are learning, you are practicing, and you are going directly to market. So at the time, the openings will be very high. Freshers also we have that opportunities, but you need to focus other things. Not only this, you need to focus other things. They're not only asking the DevOps tools, so they will do some English now. They will communication test, some extra things also there. It's also they have the jobs. Monitor. Yeah. Any questions, Tim? And we have one more demo class also. After that, we'll start regular classes. So the regular classes and next class, when it should be, then you can contact your admin. Then they will tell you the next classes. But timings is 8 to 9, we think. So that is one. Okay. Offline plus online, both will be available. Yes, any question, Madhukumar?
Yeah, can we update like a 3 or 4 years experience?
Your experience. Which
No,
experience?
actually, I'm the fresher for this course. So can I update my profile as a 4 years experience?
Yes, you can update it, but you can update it. No worry. Well, how much you have experience on that?
So I don't have any experience, but I'm like passed out of 2010. So I need to update my experience 4 years experience.
Yeah, you can.
But I don't have real time experience. So are you able to like explain? So how to like manage the real time?
Yes. So here you are learning real time itself only from scratch to advanced. That is real time task and everything. Then based on that, you can put any 4 years like that experience you can put and you can go in the market.
Okay. So are you able to provide any offline material?
I didn't get you. Interview or
So
something else?
no, you're going to provide any material?
Yeah, I will provide you that material. At first, I said that starting of this class, I've said that. So GitHub is one online repository is there. So where I can push all that notes will be there, material and class notes also I will give you in mails. You can get through mails that one. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes. Any questions, Tim? Anyone?
Hey, hi, good morning. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to ask about the offline material and the classes which you have mentioned. That you said offline videos are also available. So, are these available in a recorded mode, or do you have a library sort of a thing to look back into the materials?
No offline material library like thing. So I will push those one everything in online. So you can check
So,
from the online.
I just need to clarify by any chance if I just missed out any two classes, can I just go back and look into the materials? Will those be available?
Yeah, everything it will available in online. You can check it anywhere. You can check anywhere and you can check it. So I will
So,
provide that one link. Through that link, you can check anywhere through. If you have the mobile phone or PC, you can check it.
So I'm not clear about what you said. Do we have all these materials stored at one place, or will you just provide me a link for what I just
I
missed?
will store all the tools related materials and AWS service related material at one
I'm
place.
asking about the lectures which you give.
You are asking material through offline or
No, I'm not asking about the material. I'm asking about the classes, the recorded classes.
yes, recorded classes also I will send you through mail daily after completion of the class. Immediately, I will send through your mail. So you can check your mail.
Okay. Okay. And then one more thing, how is this going to be different from online forums, like, online sites? How is this going to be different?
Online means if you, here you can able to clarify your doubts if you are if you're going for the offline. So because I'm spending some time here.
Will we have any in-house projects coming in? Will we have any hands-on to these projects, sort of stuff like practical hands-on work?
Yeah, practical oriented I have. So every Sunday we have that online also. If there are any questions online, any doubts, any questions. So I will clarify those on Sunday. And through group also, we have a group. Through group also I will can reply it. So through that way we can solve it.
And how are we getting support for certifications? Do we have any dumps giving, or do we have any supports being given for these certifications?
Certification is cloud practitioner. It will be AWS cloud practitioner will be sufficient for this one. But if you go for AWS solution architect or some other Terraform CK, but this will be not useful because what I am teaching is absolutely what you need to do in real time. So what is what first you learn and how you will do in real time you can learn. That's what my aimed goal. So this is not for the certification completely.
Okay. And is the support limited for just 3 months, or is this given for the lifetime, like till we get placed, sort of?
Which lifetime means?
Like what I just mentioned, the support which is being given, is it till the classes get over for 3 months,
Yeah,
coming three
after
months?
the class also, we are maintaining the group. If you want to come here or online, we can able to discuss the things when I'm going for attending the interviews or whenever I got that I got this question. So what I need to do. So I will support it. Don't
Would you
worry.
mind just giving me little details about your current role, like which company and like your experience?
Yeah,
By any
that will
chance,
be
in the
that.
beginning, I just missed it out. So.
Yeah, that you need to ask your admin. They will provide you that those things.
Okay.
Brief and
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah. Yes, team. Any questions?
So all these recorded lectures and material, how long are they available for us? Is it only for the 2.5 months? It's a lifetime access? Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, team. If you have any questions, then ask. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll log off here. So when will be the next class? You can contact for admin. Then that team, admin team will reach out. Admin team will tell you that when the next class will be and the timings, everything. Okay. Okay, team. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We'll meet next class. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.